Our first presenter for the evening is going to be Eva Lukacs. Eva Lukacs is committed to the empowerment and transformation of her clients. Her topic tonight is the Akashic Records. The Akashic Records provide information that will enable you to remember the person you are meant to be and take back your power. Are you struggling with relationships, money issues, old beliefs, and patterns that are your daily drivers? Let the process of transformational freedom begin. Okay. Welcome, Eva.
So thank you, Kathy, Felicia, and Amanda for having me here. I'm really happy to be here with all you wonderful people and share some insight of the Akashic Records with you. So I'm Eva Lukacs, your Akashic Record teacher and your guide to your journey of freedom. So basically I want to let's get all present. If everybody could put their hands on their heart and just breathe into your heart. Just feel your heart pulsating. Breathe into the palpitations. And just become one with your heart. And allow the toxicity of peace and love to vibrate and saturate your entire being. Feel it coming through your heart space, into your hands. And breathe into it. Feel the love and truth of your heart. Just feel it. And this is what it feels like when I come out of a Akashic Record reading, or when I'm having one done to me. It's a transformational tool, and it's based on love and truth. I love to guide and help individuals shift from not knowing what it is to really love their life here on this planet. Some people have felt abandoned by God, and they have an inner heart pain and have fallen detached from life. So I like to help them gently guide them back to remember who they are and what they're here for and what their purpose is. And just to bring them home to themselves and believe and trust that it's safe to live their life here on this planet fully. In the end, we all just want to know that we're going to be okay and support it. Just like for me today, this is really, I'm an introvert, I'm very shy. I like to listen better than I like to talk. So I was with the Akashic Records, record keepers all day today, asking them for the support and just helping me be okay. Nobody's going to burn me at the stake. Nobody's going to hang me up to dry, right? I'm going to make it, whether I'm imperfect or not perfect, it's all going to be okay. So today I'm going to share with you another powerful tool that can create make shifts to live your life here as free as possible. Many people come to an Akashic Record to whether they want to heal something in their present life. Something's going on and they know that they're ready to shift it. They're willing to let it go. So then they come for a healing session, or they brought something in from a past life and they want to heal that. They don't want it to be the driving force anymore. So, or some people just want an Akashic Record reading about the best way I could describe it is to give you guidance, right? Because Akashic Records is all about remembering who you are and what you're here for. So perhaps some of you have known or felt yourself to some degree people that are alone, not seen, not heard, not loved, and they feel alienated by everybody, including God. And they have such inner pain, and then they feel like a misfit, an orphan. Well, after my level 1 of the Akashic Records, that's what happened to me. It was like a pie went in my face, and within a week or two of doing my level 1, I felt my family was ostracized me and totally abandoned me. So all these emotions came up about not being loved, I was abandoned, the shame, the blame, the guilt. All these emotions really came up, and I knew that it was a healing, and I knew that I had to take this journey and just for myself and not to worry about the tribe that I left behind. So it was a journey for me for sure, and it lasted, I started this about 8 years ago, and I was really resistant to the Akashic Records because I didn't know what it was about. But it was through that I really gained my power back, right? It was that I learned how to be me. What happens when you start shifting, you create space for change, right? And you allow different experiences to come up. So when you release healing, then you open up yourself to new beginnings and new opportunities. New people started coming in my life. New mentors, new coaches became available to me because I allowed myself to create the shifts that I wanted in order to become more empowered. So basically, it really created the wisdom that I needed. And working in the Akashic Records gave me self-value, self-worth. It taught me how to take action and move through and walk through the fears that I was having. It helped me to become more responsible. My coach really, really integrates this inside of us to become responsible for our choices and our actions, no matter where we are. So through the Akashic Records, I really matured. And it's also, I learned that not releasing patterns and mindsets only hinders your life, as well as the people you give birth to. So what happens, my Akashic Record teacher told me, that when you do Akashic Record healing and you do a lot of releases, you're healing all the family genetics behind you. All the family lineages is being healed as well. And I told her, why do I want to do that? They just all abandoned me. Why would I want to help them? And then she told me, but Eva, what it also does, it helps you clear the generations in front of you. So it helps you, your children and your grandchildren, not to be carrying on all these illusions and truths that you took upon yourself. And that really got to me, and that's when I decided that I'm going to take this Akashic Records to the next level. I feel like the kids nowadays, they got enough to deal with, never mind me throwing on my misapplied truths to them. So the Akashic Records are a really big part of my life. Every day we see people being disempowered and really giving up their power to other people. I work at a doctor's office, and I see this every day. People are giving their power away to the doctor without even questioning anything. You know, and I feel that I can't say anything, right, because it's not my place to say anything. But the Akashic Records really helps you take back your power and start asking the most important questions in your life. And it brings your power there. You can face somebody and ask those questions as well. So my goal is to change this illusion of separateness and to create a new story of oneness by lifting our souls so that we may engage in aiding others to lift theirs. My mission is to inspire people to release that freedom within and shower the universe with their realized inner freedom. So what I like to do is see a world filled with truly aligned divine freedom and helping people find that love connection with inside of themselves, want to be here planted on this earth, want to share it with other people and really feel empowered. So the Akashic Records is a soul's book of knowledge. It's a database filled with sacred information containing the most important and vital information about your soul's mission, purpose, and journey through one's lifetime. The Akashic Records is really infinite. It's everywhere. It's literally everywhere, and everything is recorded into the Akashic field. All living things have an Akashic Record. Your pets, your business, your careers. So you can actually go into your Akashic Records and receive guidance and lessons of why you have that certain pet, why you have that certain business, or why you're in that certain job, and really help you evolve and expand from there. So everybody has the ability to connect to the Akashic Record because it is through our hearts that everybody connects with, and we all have a heart. So despite what I used to believe that I wasn't psychic enough, I wasn't good enough to the Akashic Records, but with having a heart, we can all go into the Akashic Records. It's a place where all your lessons and experiences through all dimensions, time, space, levels of consciousness, and beyond is stored. It's a tool available to you to create your best life here and now. Even your relationships, your family, your ancestral family is written into the Akashic Record. Even this group event is in our Akashic field so that we can meet each other. So for those of you who are more interested in the energy and vibration, the Akashic Records is in the 6th plane of existence and is based on truth and love. With the Akashic Records, I never know what the session's going to be about, right? Everybody comes to me with different issues, and even them sometimes don't know what their Akashic Record's going to be about. So I'm going to show you some examples of what has come up. But first of all, no one can go into your Akashic Record unless you give them permission. As well, at that time, only the most appropriate information that you need in this moment will be given. The reason is I could say to myself, like I was in it all day long, is how can I serve and be here for all of you today? Well, next week, if I were to ask the same question, it'd be different because I already had that experience. So the answer would be different and help me to evolve in that aspect. So you can clear issues that have a profound effect on life, such as clearing soul contracts. So perhaps while you were up there, you made a contract with a specific other to be your spouse because you wanted to learn a lesson. And they were the most appropriate in this lifetime to help you learn that lesson. Or perhaps you made contracts with your children because they had to show you something. So if your child is irritating you and you can't stand them for whatever reason, you have to become responsible and ask, what is the lesson that this child is showing me? Because after all, you hired them here to help you learn that lesson. There's other aspects that we clear in the Akashic Records, And those are vows. Some of the most popular vows that we clear is the vow of poverty and the vow of servitude, which is still huge in our universe. There's still so many people in the conscious mind of lack and limitation, and people are walking over them. So there's a lot of healing yet to do. The other healing that is really huge is mother-father issues. We can go through the whole lifetime trying to heal our mother-father issues, because what we do is we take on their truths as children, right? And we allow that to be the driving force in our lives. We also take on their inner pains. And the thing is that we can't heal inner pains for another person. So we go into the Akashic Record and we lovingly give back that specific pain to whoever was the contributor so that you can heal yourself and move forward. So energetic releases. Perhaps you brought in things that you want to heal: shame, blame, guilt, perhaps the need of sacrifice. We still live in that too, is that we can't have wealth, happiness, abundance all together as a package. We have to give one up for the other. And that's not true. With the Akashic Records, we learn how we can have all of it, and the end better. So all these soul contracts, vows, karmas are clearable and releasable in our Akashic Records because it's always moving forward. The Akashic Records are always being changed. We don't delete the memory, but we could help decrease the intensity of the feeling or whatever's happening so that you could live your most aligned life here. There are times when I just open up my Akashic Records because it's such a high vibration that I just sit there and just allow that vibration to engulf me, to become one with it. Other ways are when your body's out of alignment or chronically ill. You can go into your records personally and ask what's happening with your body, what's going on, what do you need to heal. I did an Akashic reading on a lady. She was flat on her back. She couldn't get up and she really wanted to go on the skiing trip. So we opened up the Akashic Records and the spiritual team came around her bedside. So I just held the space for the healing. And they actually did like a spiritual surgery on her. And I talked to her the following week and she goes, "Eva, I was able to go on that ski trip and absolutely no back pain at all." So whatever happened in that Akashic Record, she allowed herself to heal that much where she was able to go forward with the ski trip. Another lady came to me, my age, and she was looking for her birth mother. And she was really afraid that if she found her birth mother, will her birth mother push her away? Like, will she feel that abandonment issue again? So we did some clearing on her. We did Akashic Records as well as Reiki. And within 2 months, she found her birth mother, and they're having an amazing relationship beyond what she could have hoped for or imagined. So, but it's about her it's about people allowing that healing to go on with inside of them. Another lady, that's another example that she came to me, and she started off saying that her issue is that she's comparing herself to her mother's. Her mother's more compassionate than she is, but her mother has since passed, and she took on the caregiver of her elderly father. And by the time she came to me, she had 5 really diseases like cancer and whatnot. When she came to me, she was at the end stages of pneumonia, and she had she had chest pain going on. And I go, "Well, you're not taking life in. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you want to be here?" And she said she didn't really care if she was going to be here or not. And I go, "What's the intensity of you having to be responsible for your father?" And it was blown away. That's where the emotions came up. So after about 80 minutes of clearing in that, her chest pain went away, and I asked, "How much do you want to be here in this life?" And she said 7. So she went from a maybe to a 7 in one session, which is pretty lot. I'm sure it's going to go up and down for her, right? Because triggers come up all the time. But she seemed lighter. She looked lighter. She was asking, "How can I bring more fun into my life?" And with her father, her intensity went from well above 10 to about a 3. Where she was asking questions of, how can I go see my father, for just seeing him, not being responsible for him, but having fun with him now that he's coming to the end stages of life. So it really does work. It really shifts if you allow it to shift. So I just want to take a deep breath in, and I want you to ask some questions. Put your hands on your heart if you want to get present. What would life look like if you shifted some of those karmic blocks, money blocks, relationships, or just those everyday hamster wheel patterns of drama and trauma? Would your life look different? Would you be making different choices and actions? What would happen if you allowed yourself to remember your ancient gifts and talents? It's another thing that you could do in your Akashic Records, is to bring all your ancient gifts and talents back into the present now. An example is if you wanted to write a book, you could go into all your past lives where you were a writer, you were successful, and bring all that essence back to you in the present while you're writing your book here and now and become totally successful. So everywhere you resist being the greatest that you are you willing to let that go? And really letting it go through all planes, times, dimensions, levels of consciousness and beyond. And what would your life look like if you were released the fixation of being not good enough, or not worthy or deserving of the best life possible? So everywhere you bought into the belief and claimed you're not good enough or not deserving enough, are you willing to let that go? Letting it go through all planes, times, dimensions, levels of consciousness. So your Akashic Record keepers are waiting to heal and assist you in creating your life, your soul's desire. Transformation doesn't have to take long, but it's up to you. The healing is definitely up to you. It could be a nanosecond, or if you're not ready, you could take it into your next life. But that it's totally your responsibility. So it's ancient wisdom, and it's here to help you create your heart and soul's desire. It is really to draw upon to remember who you are and to receive the messages and guidance of your soul that needs clearing so that you are able to move forward and live more aligned and free in your life out here. There's several ways that you receive messages that I'm going to be putting you into a sort of guided meditation so you could meet your Akashic Record keepers. There's 4 different ways, and one is clairvoyance, where you might see a clear picture, an image related to whatever you receive. Their clairsentience is a clear feeling, a deep sense of feeling without being able to explain it. Claircognizance, a deep knowing that you can't explain it to yourself or other. Clairaudience is hearing your own wiser voice. And sometimes for me, the Akashic Records, when they really want me to hear something, they sort of yell at me. So they really go really loud. Like even today I was asking, is this okay? Do I need to change everything? And then there was a horrific face that came up and they go, don't revise anything, just leave things alone. And I just, well, thanks for your vote of confidence, and I'll just leave things alone type thing. So when you open up your records, you're going to be connected with your divine beings of light, your record keepers. I've been speaking about them for the last little while. So being in the records is the highest vibration that you can access on this planet, as you're sitting in the energy of divine source with God, or universe, whatever your name is for that. So your record keepers are pure, unconditional love, and they are here to serve you in your highest light. They're not above you, they're not below you. They're equal to you, and they're here to help you remember who you are and to give you the guidance and advice that you need. And it's up to you to take it. You don't have to take it. There's times that I haven't listened to them, and those are my consequences, but it's totally up to you. So I'm going to do guided meditation, and my intention for you is to receive today your own valuable gift for your highest good today. Remember, it's not the end, it's really the beginning. So if everybody could get comfortable. And if you can, gently close your eyes. And just start breathing in and out. Breathing in love and grace into your heart space. And breathing out all that which no longer serves you. Breathing in love and light. And just exhale your to-do list and all the things that you need to get to. This is your time. Give yourself permission to be present for the next 10 minutes. Breathing into your heart space and breathing out love and light. I ask that Archangel Michael put an invisible light of protection around each and every one of us. I call upon Archangel Metatron to help us through love, grace, and blessings to travel to the highest realms of the Akashic Record available to us today. Thank you for opening up our hearts to God's divine love and wisdom and releasing all resistance as you breathe out. Thank you for guiding us to the deepest truths that we can access today. I ask that everyone be supported and allow the healing that which no longer serves us and release it with grace and blessings. Take a deep breath in and allow your energy to expand in the vibration of pure love and light as you journey into your records, expanding into this vibration easily and effortlessly. As you take in another deep breath, bringing all your awareness down into your heart center. I invite you to imagine that you are on a beautiful path shining with light. Powerful source light. This light is calling you, so you decide to follow it. You feel safe and know that you are protected as you keep walking on your path. There in front of you appears the most magnificent pyramid. You are drawn to this pyramid, and you walk up the stairs, and two beautiful stained doors open, and you easily walk through them. And as you walk through them, the doors gently close behind you. You are in total awe of the magnificence of this pyramid. For each of you, you will view it differently. Some may see beautiful lights, shapes, or symbols. Others may see crystals. Others will see wall-to-wall books of their Akashic Records. Books that are filled with their documents of your soul from conception, past, present, possible, future, through all spaces, times, dimensions, planes, levels of consciousness. For some of you, you may just sense and know that you're in your Akashic Records. Some may feel or hear music. Whichever way it is for you, know that it's okay and you are in your Akashic Records and you are safe in here. There is a figure in the middle of the room, and you start walking towards this figure, or for some, it will be several figures. You are now face to face with your record keeper or record keepers. Take a deep breath home. Welcome home. They have been waiting for you for so long. They have been ready to serve you, and they will serve you today for your highest and best good. Today is a day of homecoming, and to reacquaint yourself with your record keepers. Feel into this. Feel it in your heart space. This is your time to connect with your record keepers, to create trust and safety with them, as you will be calling upon them in the future to help you and guide you on your journey here on this planet, if you so choose. Remember, today is just the beginning for many of you. Today you will receive a most beloved gift from your record keepers. Whether there is only one record keeper with you today or several, you are being handed a gift. This gift, when you open it, is exactly what you've been waiting for. So go ahead and allow yourself to receive this gift and open it. It may be a message for some, it may be a symbol, it may be an item, it may be a book, it may be just words, it may just be a feeling. Whatever it is, allow yourself to receive it. This gift came to you as you have been consciously or unconsciously asking for it. Just be with this and start infusing this gift, this message. Feel it in your heart. Everywhere you may be resisting or receiving this gift so that you could bring it back with you in your present now, are you willing to let it go? Let it go through all planes, times, dimensions, levels of consciousness and beyond. Feel this gift in your heart. This is yours to return with. It is time to return. Thank your record keepers for their gift today, knowing that you can come back at any time to receive more. And when you're ready, you can head towards the door, knowing that you're bringing this gift back with you today in your now present moment. walk through the doors and they gently close behind you. And you start making your way back through the path. You now have this gift within inside of you. And as you are walking, you're feeling heavier and heavier. You're feeling present in your body. And you begin to feel into your body. When you're ready, you may open your eyes. So that's it. I'd like to thank you for your time, and I hope you learned a little bit about the Akashic Records. A lot of this is what you learn in the Akashic level number 1. It's about self-journeying into your Akashic Records. If you never ever learn to do an Akashic Record for another person, it's okay. You'll receive miraculous healings and gifts just for your own personal growth. So that's it. Thank you.